Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about today, I felt like I needed to put on my protective gear because I feel like I'm in one of these buckets, because the Biden administration just got their hand caught in the cookie jar providing taxpayer money to funding studies that put everyone in far-right extremist buckets, particularly gun owners and the NRA members, and that's just the beginning. Everything is linked in the description box below, and you need to send this one out because this is what the Biden administration is paying third-party groups to propagate. Wait until I show you these clips. And if you are new or you're a returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and making sure you turn that notification bell on. We need as many people as we can to get into the ranks with us, to spread information just like this out so we can pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. And thank you so much in advance for your consideration. Today's content is brought to you by BulletSafe. Now, BulletSafe is on a mission to be the #1 provider of body armor for law enforcement and civilians alike. BulletSafe prides itself in being able to offer Kevlar-level protection at a fraction of the current market price. The VP3, which you see me wearing now, comes in at $299. That is an unheard of price for the protection that you get with this system. It is modular, comfortable, and breathable. It has NIJ level 3 tested, can withstand a blast from a .44 Magnum, 50% thinner and 25% lighter, and there is a 10% code using the code Langley10, which is all in the description if you are in the market. Thank you so much to BulletSafe for making this possible, but now let's get to why you and I are extremists, and I felt the need to put on the sponsored gear today. So let's dive in here, because again, this is insane. Now, full transparency, this is from breaking news on the Twitter for NRA, and I got multiple sources, and wait till I show you these videos that actually corroborate this. So on the NRA tax feed, or Twitter feed, it says, Biden admin uses taxpayer money to fund anti-terrorism college program equating the NRA with Nazis. Now that's on the Twitter feed, it's linked down there if you want to see it. I almost didn't believe it, and I was like, no, they wouldn't have gotten caught offering grants and funding for this. Yeah, it gets worse. But anyway, on the high level, here is the little pyramid. So if you're a Republican, if you're an NRA member, if you watch Fox News, if you observe things from the Heritage Foundation, you're on the spectrum of the far right extremist radicalization pyramid. Now you're on the bottom pyramid, but wait until I show you what's on the second level. Let's continue. If you're a Trump supporter, you're on the second level. If you watch anything from PragerU, which PragerU is literally historical videos. If you listen to anything from Turning Point USA, if you have a come and take it flag, so I guess Ted Cruz is on this because he has it on his boots. If you are anything to do with the 3%er or a Punisher skull, you are on the scale of far-right radical extremism. So pretty much every gun owner in the country. Let's continue, and now I'm going to show you the receipts because, like I said, I wasn't 100% sure. But here it is from the Heritage Foundation. Ooh, guess we're on the bottom. We're in bucket number 4 right now. So, exposed. The MRC, or the Heritage Foundation, has uncovered a DHS, Department of Homeland Security, anti-terrorism program that's been weaponized against conservatives. 80 grants and $39.6 million from taxpayers. Here's a look at how Joe Biden and Secretary Mayorkas are outsourcing their efforts to conflate conservatives with terrorists. I struggled on that. All right. So that's the exact same graph, and like I said, it's on the screen. But let me show you where the money goes and how it works and who's taking advantage of it. You are not going to believe these clips. So the second clip, this is one of the most radical grant recipients for the program, receiving $352,000 to fight domestic violence extremism and hate movements. Biden's DHS, Department of Homeland Security, this is a government-funded apparatus, taxpayer dollars, awarded the grant despite their application including the fallacious chart. The chart I showed you prior, that's what actually got them the money. Okay, so now that we've set that table real good and clean, let me show you the first clip of 2, which is going to blow your mind. Here we go.
To go back to your question about what can liberals do, and I feel like it's a trite and simple answer, but you can give money. That's always really appreciated. We have legal defense funds because we get in trouble. A lot of the things we're doing are illegal, right? What I'm telling you, a lot of it involves breaking the law. And this is what the FBI will say. I've had many conversations with the FBI about this.
You've had many conversations with the FBI about how you knowingly and actively solicit funds because you know you're going to break the law, so you have a defense fund to prepare for the fact that you're going to break the law. The FBI knows about it, and you're saying that they've solicited you and advised you to have funds ready because they're going to get in trouble? Where do I begin on this? These people providing this course got $352,000 of your money to tell you that you are on the far right. If you're a Trump supporter, you're in the second tier. If you're just a regular Republican, you're in the first tier. If you're a Fox News, Heritage Foundation, or NRA member, you're in the first tier. But you watch it, buddy, because you are this close to going to second bucket. But let me just keep going, because this one's maddening because it's something that we've been saying forever, and they just openly say it in the conference. So check this out.
I don't think it's any secret to say we manufacture a lot of infighting. That's real effective. And that's much more effective to paralyze organizations than exposing Johnny. Because when Johnny leaves, he'll be filled by someone else. So we try to really focus organizational. Basically, deplatforming is denying far-right fascist folk any sort of public sphere access. Denying them the ability to speak. Because the argument is that hate speech is more than speech. It's materiality, it's organizing, it's mobilization. It's not an exchange of ideas in the marketplace and the best one wins. It's something else. It's the strategic deployment of organizational energy and power. And so to deny people that, to shut down their websites, to close their meetings, to physically prevent them from assembling in public. This is the belief.
This is the secret. This is the belief. Wow, that sounds very familiar to, I don't know, communism, socialism, all the socialist regimes who perpetrated the crimes against humanity, who cut down free speech in the terms of safe spaces. Anyway, other than that whole thing, they're openly saying, again, this is government funding, that the best way to propagate their points is just to shut down their opponents completely. You don't let them have websites. They have no access to the social sphere. And also, they promulgate a lot of infighting because that's a lot more successful to bring down the organization rather than, marketplace of ideas, because that's so passe. So, what? This was funded by the United States government. I wonder what the pyramid looks like on the left. I wonder where the gun control is. I wonder where Giffords.org, Everytown for Gun Safety, and Moms Demand Action fall on this graph. Just a question. That's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.